Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 253. If you're new to friend of my channel, this is Channel Cross Stitch, so I hope you like what you see. Subscribe, comment, do the YouTube things, join in on the fun. And if you are a returning friend, thank you so much for coming back to see what I have going on this week. It is in the midst of busy summer, and I try to get done what I can get done, and that's what we're here for. So you get to see Workout Janet, Sporty Janet, whatever you want to call me. I just got done walking the dogs for 3 miles, and I knew I needed to jump on here and get this done. And my cat is trying to have a wrestling match with my tripod. It's all the things, but I'm here for you, and I want to talk to you about my stitching. So I have like plans, as long as I don't like go away and forget what I want to talk about at the end for plans. I got that, but as a reminder, if you've not filled out the Happy Mail form or you have a change to the Happy Mail form, please fill that out. It's in the description box below. I just use that form to be able to send out Happy Mail. So you can find that there. With that, I am going to get back into my giveaways. I think next month, I'm going to have something to go with that. I just did not get that pulled together right now. And same with featured friend. I do have a couple that have emailed me. Thank you very much for sharing. I will get that started again next week. It's just chaotic, as you can kind of tell with just the animal. It's dying for attention. Not dying, but it's struggling for attention right now. So whatever. We are going to get into this. So we're just going to dive in straight to my stitching. So I have a finish for this week, which I kind of know I get 2 small finishes a month usually, and this is barely getting it in, but I got it done. So this is my July stocking. It's called Roses of Summer from Blackbird Designs July book. So this is the 3rd one in that series, and I love how this pops off. This is called Cobblestone, 32 count, Swigart. Yeah. So that is finished. I have a finish for now, and it is my July section of Love Letters from Mom. And I am so happy that, like, I did wait till the last minute, but it's still done, and that's all that matters. So there it is, seasoned friends, which is what I hope my daughter and I continue to be. And that's where that is. So I am current. Again, Q-Snap still in there. Well, Nerd Hoop still in there, sorry. But it is ready to move on to August, but I gotta pull those colors and get that ready. That's part of my planning and prepping in the end. So I need to breathe because I know that I'm talking fast because I just came off of that walk. I already talk fast, but breathe. Enjoy this. I love my visits with you, so I'm enjoy. My next stitch that I have is my Queen of Peace by Mirabilia, and she is coming along so good. So good. And this is where she is at. Oh, she looks so lovely. Again, working in the bow ruffle thingy here. I got the missing color that I ran out of. That took a minute. I went in, it took me 2 places to find it because I wasn't able to pop into my LMS. It wasn't in my general area, but I still have this section here of the cream. I'm getting down there, getting down to where like stitching, it could very easily be in August that I get that stitching done, early August even, but we'll see. We'll see where I get to and show you next time. So that is what I stitch on every single day. And my next piece is my seasonal stitch that I have going right now. It is called The Colors of the Season. This is Carolyn Manning's summer one. My friend Megan was like, that looks so much better on my chart than this. This is just a printed out piece from when I printed. I bought this in a PDF and printed it out before I had Markup XP. So I use it in Markup XP, but I have a printed off version for you. And it is, of course, so much better in person. Why wouldn't it be? It's gorgeous summer colors. And this is where it's at. I try to stitch on like about 200 stitches when I stitch on. I only stitch on this Monday through Friday. So it's my seasonal stitch that I have going right now, and it is coming. I, of course, all the way am over here, and I've officially touched the bottom there. So what I do is search for a color, like the next color here I'll search for. So that'll be done, and then I'll fill it in, and then I just kind of manipulate it that way. It's fun to stitch, and it can be quick depending on what square or gets called. If it's the diamond, there's like 41 stitches there. Those go super fast versus the corners versus the 4 corners, but there's that. You know, I know this is hair. You guys hear me hit myself on it all the time. Another memorabilia that I have to share is my Miss Christmas Eve. And even though I have a couple more days of July, she's going away. So Christmas in July is what I was stitching her for. So she was kind of like my focus piece. I am happy with the progress I made, and you will see her again in December. But this is where I'm at on her. So I got all the bows done, and I started coming back with this. You see it's on the thread on the needle. Oops. I got another color complete also after I got the bows done. I got this brown color here, and I am currently working on this green color here. But she's going to go away, and we'll see her in December. She's so beautiful. This really brought it together to where it looked like kind of splotchy. So we'll see where she gets. I would love her to be a finish in December, but I'm not going to stress myself out about that because there's still a lot of beads on that to go. So I am trying to participate in the Olympics, Stitch the Olympics by the Naptime Stitcher. And so you're going to see a couple things here because the Olympics started. And then a couple I may have to get back out later that I noticed I didn't have something here. Anyway, whatever. So for the opening night of the Olympics, I chose to stitch Queen of the Night is a new start for 2024. I'm doing this with the stitch along with my sister. I started it. I think we were both supposed to, but I definitely started it on the solar eclipse, which was a fun event that I went to here in my local park. So I started it there, and then I thought, oh, to touch it every month, I'll stitch on the full moon, which has not happened. So I missed it in June and I missed it in July. So basically that meant I did it on the solar eclipse wasn't that in May? And then that was it. No, so I solar eclipsed it in May, and I did the full moon in May. That was where I got the idea, and then June and July got away. So I didn't get it in July, but I did it for the opening night of the Olympics, so I did stitch it in July. There you go. But anyway, I love the colors on this. I have had comments about it's going to look so good. I'm calling it, basically, it's not as called for because they did a 40 count box and rabbit, and I'm just doing straight up 32 count black Lugana. So it still has the same aesthetic of, you know, Queen of the Night. The next piece I have was a whip go for the month of July that I finally got around to. It was a struggle. I don't know why, but, well, I do know why. Seeking Refuge, Scarlet House. This is what it will look like. And I am stitching mine on a 20 count Aida. And this is what it looks like. And I basically just wanted to have like kind of brainless stitching. So I stitched from this side to that side. These are, every one of those little things is 6. So, you know, the whole way across to where it needs to be on the other side, I believe. I may have one more. That's the needle's still loaded, so I may have one more. But so anyway, that's what I used to knock it out. I do have stitching up here. I'm changing this here. This is gigantic fill-in, like 5,000 stitches or something. So I know that's why I've not tackled it, because it's going to be a lot, but I'll get there when I get there. So that is that piece for you. So I can't remember if this has got one more time on my whip go board or not, but it is fun to stitch. So my next stitch I have to share with you, and I am going to be going away from these during arbitrary August or my Olympic stitching in August. So this probably will be a finish because I do have it slated for one of the Summer Olympics tags, but I'm going to give myself grace in regards to my Monday, Wednesday, Friday, mini Mondays, What Wednesday, and For the Grands Friday for the month of August. And we're going to just see. I want to shake it up a little bit. So this one is Little House Needleworks, Hello Sunshine Petites. And I'm super close to a finish, and I just couldn't knock it out. So I slated it for one of the Summer Olympics tags. So you're going to see this finish next time, because I literally have probably one. It's probably the white. Just didn't have it time for it, so I will do it for the Summer Olympics. And then this will be done, and then my mini Mondays is going to go away for a little tiny bit. My next piece that I have is for What Wednesday, which is year 4. Again, all of these are going to show up in the Summer Olympics. They're just not going to show up weekly anymore. So year 4, Frogwarts, Still working on that great big dragon. I thought I'd get it, but didn't. There it is. It is this dark color, and I still have some of it here to go. So I think there's still 2 more colors, and then the flaming, and so it'll get there. I mean, slowly but surely, that's how you, one stitch at a time. That's how you do it, one stitch at a time. For the Grands Friday, this one is going to not be for the Grands Fridays, but you may still see it every week because I love this piece and I want to get it stitched and finished. So this is Forest Friends, and this is a Tiny Modernist piece that was in her Patreon. I am so close to a finish. I have the rest of that bushy tail and some insides of flowers, and then that circle will be done. So more than halfway done, and that will continue to be working on. Yeah, because I just am still, I feel called to that, and I don't stitch on it like as much as I want. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. Again, like I said, my Olympic stitching, I'm super excited about shaking that up. So that is a different piece every single day, I think. I don't know that I have any repeats. I could, because I still have like 4 topics I don't have figured out. But nonetheless, that I'll have stitching to show you. Never fear, I'll have stitching to show you. So what else do I have? I kind of have been talking about plans, but I have one piece of mail that I received, and I'm super excited to show you what Charlotte sent me. Look at this. One of my favorite teas when I first started coming, I became a tea drinker, is this brand. I have several brands now, but beautiful little ray of sunshine and a nice little card just to say hey. So thank you very much for that. And then we're going to talk about plans. Yes, I am looking at the notes because I don't want to miss anything. So again, I've mentioned multiple times Olympic stitching. The Naptime Stitcher over on Instagram is putting up a template every single day. Is that what it's called? A picture every single day to tell you what the prompt is for that day. If you did not download her thing, I believe the download's still there and available so that you can follow along if you would like for that. I watched the opening. I was so confused. I talked about this to some of my girlfriends. Like, it made me feel like kind of like dumb. I've been watching stuff on social media, so I'm getting the cue of like some of them were inspiration of Greeks and stuff like that, and symbolic and stuff like that. I literally said to my girlfriends, I'm like, it really made me feel like in high school again, where I read a poem and I was supposed to get the symbolism or the meaning behind it, and I never did. Somebody always had to explain it to me. That's just who I am. I guess my brain doesn't work that way, or I don't pick it up. But regardless, I love, there's different aspects of the Summer Olympics that I totally love. It was fun to see different parts of the opening night, but it was also during chaos, and I'll explain that when I get into personal life. But plans for August. So that's what I have to work on. I need to work on my plans. I still will probably do SammyJ's Whippagories, where she puts out a prompt. You'll have to go see SammyJ or find her on the social medias. SammyJ Stitches. She pulls categories. I still want to stay doing those to just keep myself, I don't know, regular in regards to that. So I'm arbitrary and not all at the same time because I also have my Whip Go call. So I'm trying to make that all fit. But I really want to embrace Arbitrary August. So what I have decided to do with the help of Vic StitchNButton's encouragement is to do an Arbitrary August wheel. So I didn't say that right. An Arbitrary August New Starts wheel. Originally, when I talked to Vic, I said I was going to do a wheel for all of my whips for Arbitrary August and a new start. And since then, I was like, no, I think that's too much. The Arbitrary August wheel and the Whippagories and the Olympics, that was all too much. So I know, hopefully you're following along here. There's my Ollie. I am doing Whippagories, Whip Go, and an Arbitrary New Start wheel for August. And what that means is, I don't know. I'm going to totally be arbitrary. So I'm gonna load it up with some new starts that I already have kitted up and have been in there, but I just put off starting them because I keep myself so busy. So I'm going to put those new starts on a wheel and spin it. And when I spin it, I will decide what my goal is going to be. Am I going to do 200 stitches? Am I going to be like, let me get the head of that. Let me work on this border. Hey, he's showing business he doesn't need to show. So we'll see. And I look forward to sharing that with you. That's not a real tree. Hey, this is not a real tree. That's plastic. So there's that as far as plans. So confusing, but fun. Let's call it that. And then so basically we'll see. So if you're just here for the stitching, that's it. And now, you guys, this is literally a plastic tree that I love. So anyway. All right, so for the grant, or for my personal life update. Ollie, it doesn't do anything. Hey, it doesn't do anything. All right, so a personal update. We had the grandkids as an overnight. And when I say we, because the husband got home from work, and the husband got home from work, the grandkids got dropped off. I mentioned last week, I got cat hair on now. I mentioned last week that basically my kids were going to go out to a winery and listen to a band. It was kind of supposed to originally be the celebration for Lizzie's birthday. And then I dipped because of like the travel to there, and then the brainiac idea of like, let me keep the grandkids, and it really is a birthday celebration. So her and her girlfriends and her husband and one of their boyfriends went. Had a great time, listened to the band, and had a wonderful time, and didn't have to. She tried so hard to keep, she's like, I can take Henry, he's not a lot. I'm like, no, because then you have a responsibility still. So husband and I, we are a dynamic duo when we put our minds together. We got dinner done. I got the baths done. It's funny, I was bathing them together, and then I'd brought him one kid wrapped in a towel while I finished the other kid and got it lotioned up and diapered and pajamas on, and then switched. So, whoo, and then got him down for bed. I'm going to pop a picture in here. They're in their sleep sacks. This was just a photo op, so to show you cuddling together. If you're curious about the sleep sacks, it's something that my daughter had done the research on, and I gifted them for them. And if you have ever had a weighted blanket yourself, it's that kind of technology, but it's specific for their age and size, and they sleep so great in them. So there's that. And then we got up Sunday morning, Papa made breakfast, and then we were just playing and hanging out until the kids came over to pick them up. So happy for the successful night. I was a little tired because I can be a light sleeper anyway. So hearing any kind of whimper, I alerted. But I have this cute picture I want to show with Ozzy playing Vet Ozzy. It's so cute. I got her these the thingies that nurses and doctors wear, a telescope. I don't know what I say it wrong all the time. Anyway, her doctor has one that is for littles, and she loves it. So I bought one for Nana's house, and she was using it on the dog. And this picture is not, this was like a reenactment, but when she did it by herself without any encouragement, she had the dog on the correct side, listening to the heart in the proper place. It was so cute. And I was like, do it again so we could like take a picture. Anyway, it was super cute. And then how special, the kids had us over for dinner on Saturday. My son has a black stone that he got for Father's Day, and he's been doing a great job cooking, and they wanted us to come over. So we went over, and they had like this teriyaki chicken that he makes on there, and Lizzie does these smashed potatoes. So dinner was great. Papa was playing in the front yard golf. My husband golfs, and Colton found this little tiny golf set for Ozzy at a garage sale, picked it up. She loves it. So he was in the yard playing with her. Lizzie said she was going to kill me if I used that picture because the trailer next to them is condemned. Basically, the park is waiting to get their part of the money to pull it out because they're putting new trailers in all over the place. And she was like, oh, why is that in the background? I'm like, it's okay. Nobody's judging. We've all had our journeys and our lives, and it's your neighbor's house, not yours. My kids are fine and thriving. So I don't know why she worries so much about what people think about her. And I know that she will grow and get better in regards to that. I know that I went through that at different stages in life versus now to where I'm like, it takes a lot to affect me. I mean, I am a person that believes that like you only get one time on this earth. You do it as best as you can. And if you have to backstep, you backstep and keep going forward. I always had, what is that saying? If I get knocked down, I pull my boots back on, and we keep going. I'll walk through muck, I'll walk through mud, but I'll also live in the sunshine when that sun is shining for me. So, You just got to take the goods with the best. I don't know. This is not how I planned on talking about this. It just kind of like started coming out of my mouth, but that's just like how I take on life. Because we all get knocked down. It's not a perfect go around, and just got to do the best. So maybe somebody needed to hear that, and that's why I spewed that. But it's just me. So I am rambling. Plans for this week. I have, I don't know, planning for August, because we're like at that funny like into July, beginning of August. So I already kind of wrapped it up. So getting the ball moving for plans and get going. And that's it. I don't have any wonderful adventures this week that I know of off the top of my head. So we're just going to get at it and let you get on to the next channel that you want to watch and person you want to visit with. So please keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.